Ladies and gentlemen, thieves and crooks, villains of all nations. Yes, it's me, the comic outlaw, and we're doing Before Watchmen 5 of 6. Yeah, it's gonna get dark and bloody, y'all, as Blake has returned to the jungles and attacked a village on acid. And now he and one of the G-men that he forced out of the helicopter are trapped, lost in the jungle. And now it's up to Blake to see if he could kill his way to the destination point. We pick up right where we left off. Blake, kind of still hallucinating, grabbed one of the G-men and jumped right out of the helicopter, landed them in the middle of the jungle, where the G-man has hurt his poor little foot. And the only person he has to help him is Blake, the person he wants gone. And he's still trying to come to grips with everything that Blake and his men did, what they did to that village, those people, how they brought the war to them. But still, this man needs Blake's help and tries to beg him, reach out to him. His flashbacks of what happened at the village start to flash back in Blake's mind. Blood, killing, murder, rape, all the evils, the savagery of war are coming out in these men. And this G-man's still trying to get Eddie to confess, try to get an explanation for this. And Eddie says that they're not animals. They are, and they're being hunted with traps, mines, and men, all ready to kill them and do to Eddie what they have done to that village. For war is savage. War is death and destruction. War isn't civilized. It doesn't matter how you try to dress it up in offices and backdoor deals. Blood never washes off. Never completely. As you get more flashbacks, Eddie's telling you that the only way to control people is through fear, through might. They're not going to respect you if you go hand in hand, throwing flowers instead of bullets at them. They're not going to listen to diplomacy. The only thing they're going to listen to is a bullet through the brain base. It's not about peace. It's about control. And Blake understands that. He understands that it's better to be feared than loved, because the fear lasts longer. And he's making that point right now, as one of his soldiers, still burnt on the acid, is holding an old man. And the comedian scolds him for being weak, for showing weakness. Because if the situation was reversed, that man would shoot him, shoot the soldier, and shoot the rest of them gladly. The comedian says there's been a lot of things said about him over the years. Maniac, psycho, whatever the hell Night Owl said in his stupid book. But there's one thing that Blake knows for sure, is he's a patriot. He spills blood for his country. And that old man desperately tries reaching for that gun, and the comedian cuts him off and begins kicking the hell out of him. For this is who the comedian is. This is his war. And he believes that human beings are no better than the moment they're in now. And the moment they're in now is pure chaos. As he steps on the man's head, the soldier begins to lose faith in the war, lose faith in his command, and lose faith in the man, the hero that's supposed to be standing next to him. And in some desperate attempt, maybe some desperate joke, he laughs and points the gun at himself and blows his own brains out, as Eddie carries the old man to be executed, just like the rest of them. And Eddie makes no apologies for this. This is war. But yet, they're being followed. A snap of a branch. Eddie puts his helmet on the G-man and tells him to wait here. And this is where the G-man gets scared, but he begins to form a letter something that he's written before he got into this situation, that Eddie is a maniac, but he's our maniac, and he's causing problems where there should be none. For the destruction that he's caused today is going to be hard for them to cover up, but maybe they could turn it to their advantage. Maybe. But they gave Blake enough rope to try to hang himself. But little did they realize that in them trying to hang Blake, Blake has hung them out. For if they take Blake down, he has friends, and this whole thing will come to light. This whole bloody affair, as Blake is killing these men in order to save himself and the G-Man. For he is under orders. He is still a soldier. He still kills for the United States government as he starts shredding these people apart. Blake stalks them, ready. The comedian's always up for a good laugh, a fun time, a bloodbath. As the pops, the booms, and the sound of blood gushing out of body parts. And Blake tells them, "We have to go. They'll come around to pick us up soon." And boy, is this man ready. He wants out. For it's easy to sit in a room and talk about war, to send soldiers off into their death. But it's another thing to be right in the middle of it. And as that bullet hits him, he understands. He finally understands that in war, when you're in it, instead of just sending men off to their deaths, there's no guarantee that you're going to be coming back. But other men that haven't learned that lesson sit in a hotel room, plotting a way to turn this to their advantage, and a way to get Blake out of the way. But he has powerful friends, the Kennedys. But maybe it's time that they showed Robert what kind of fun the comedian's been having overseas, what kind of stand-up he's been doing in the jungle. And will he stop him from continuing his act? Well, we'll find out the next time, won't we? And I'll catch you on the flip side.